Chapter 16, Light. The sense of sight is one of the most important senses. We can see mountains, rivers, plants, chairs, people, and many things around us. We also see clouds, rainbows, birds, different types of animals, etc. We are able to see the moon in night and stars. How we are able to see all these? All these things are visible with the help of light. So we can say light is a form of energy that enables us to see around us. We can also say that it is an electromagnetic wave that can travel through medium as well as through vacuum. On the basis of it, we can divide all the objects into two categories: luminous objects and non-luminous objects. We can see the luminous bodies even in the dark because they emit light. So those objects which have their own light are called luminous objects, like bulb, CFL. All these are luminous objects. Sun is also a luminous object, whereas the non-luminous bodies cannot be seen in dark. The non-luminous bodies, however, can be seen when light from some other source, that may be from any luminous body, is made to fall on them. This occurs due to reflection of light by the non-luminous bodies. Moon shines at night, but moon is a non-luminous body because it does not emit its own light. It shines because light from the sun falls on the moon and gets reflected to reach us. Just like moonlight, we can talk of the earth light. The light coming from the sun gets reflected from the surface of the earth is called earth light. The earth light can be seen from the moon. So we can say luminous objects are those objects which have their own light, which emit their own light, and non-luminous objects are those which do not emit any light. Now, what makes things visible? We are able to see different things around us due to presence of light. We can't see objects in the dark, and an object becomes visible when light emitted or reflected by it reaches our eyes. When light falls on any object or any surface, it may pass through it, it may get absorbed by it, or it may bounce back after striking the object or the surface. So we can say, what is reflection of light? The bouncing back of light rays from the surface of an object, due to which we are able to see that object, is called reflection of light. When light falls on a polished or shiny surface, it changes its direction. This is called reflection of light. As you can see, when we throw the light from the torch on a material, this material bounce back the light on a white screen, due to which we are able to see this material. Now there are certain terms related to the reflection of light. Firstly, you can see incident ray. The ray of light which strikes any surface is called incident ray, and the ray which comes back after reflection, as you can see, is called the reflected ray, and the perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence is called normal ray. The angle made by the incident ray with the normal is called I, or angle of incidence, and the angle made by the reflected ray with the normal ray is called angle of reflection, denoted by angle R. So these are certain terms related to the reflection: incident ray, reflected ray, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection. And the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. These are the two laws. There are two laws related to the reflection. First law says that the angle of incidence, that is angle I, is always equal to angle of reflection, that is angle R. So we can say angle I is always equal to angle R. For example, if any ray of light strikes at an angle of 30 degree with the normal to the surface, then the angle of reflection will also be 30 degree in this case. So we can say angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Second law of reflection says that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence always all lie in the same plane. So we can say all these three, that is incident ray, reflected ray and normal ray, all lie in the same plane. So these are two important laws related to reflection. If we fold the paper, when we are doing this activity, if we fold the paper, we can't see the reflected ray in another plane. So in this way we come to know the incident ray, reflected ray and normal all lie in the same plane. Now as we know, plane mirror make the image by the process of reflection. Now what are the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror? The image which is formed in a plane mirror is always erect. It is of same size as the size of the object, and the distance between the image and the mirror is always equal to the distance between the object and the mirror. For example, if any person is standing 2 meters away from the mirror, then the image from the mirror will also be 2 meters away. So we can say the distance is always equal between the image and the mirror and the object and the mirror. The image is virtual. Virtual means that the type of image which can't be obtained on a screen, that is called a virtual image. So the plane mirror always makes a virtual image, and the image is laterally inverted. Laterally inverted means the right side appears left and left side appears right. So in this way we come to know that a plane mirror always makes a virtual, erect and laterally inverted image. So we can say plane mirror also makes the image by the process of reflection. Mirror is any shiny smooth surface. When the light rays strike any shiny smooth surface, they are reflected back, and in this way image is formed. Thank you.